Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to have a little fun, do something a little different, and give a little bit of love and care to a neglected vehicle. And that's right, I'm always talking about my F-250. Now, I've seen a lot of these wipe-on clear coats that are supposed to rejuvenate your car, make it look better. While I'm 100% sure it's not as good as actually having a paint shop do this, I did want to give this a try. The hood on the F-250 has a lot of degradation. Now, it's a Ford, so we have that clear coat issue from the 2000s. And I went ahead and got Poppy's Patina, and we're going to give this a try and see if that makes it look any better. Stay tuned. The best thing that we can do is see what we get in the box. Now, I did buy the kit from them so that I would have everything that I needed to do this hood. Now, this kit, I believe, will do one full truck. I'm not going to do the whole truck. If this works out well, I will do the roof, which also has that. But the rest of the paint on it actually looks pretty good, so I really just want the hood to look a lot better than it does. All right, paper, don't need that. In this, we do get instructions. Now, it comes in an envelope with the instructions, but I had already looked at it so I could read through this and see what was needed. Comes with a sticker and a card and my receipt as well. But if you notice that these are the smallest instructions so that you can get on one page. Yeah, you still can't read that, can you? Anyway, we're going to go through that and see what is needed with that as well. I love this. This is a bag of used rags. And I mean, I guess they're used. They look kind of used-ish, but it will be needed, and it's so good that they give these to you so you don't have to try to find rags or use your own t-shirts. So it is nice that they give that to us. Obviously, we've got our scuffing pads, which are like Scotch-Brite pads. So we've got 3 of those. They do give us 2 applicators, which is nice. I think we're only going to use 1 because I'm only going to be doing the hood, so that will leave us 1 more to do. And then we have this bag, which has a bunch of stuff in it. Let's see. All right, first one out. Wax and grease remover. So after we wash the hood, we will then use this along with the rags to get all the wax, the grease, and fingerprints, oils, anything off. So that is going to be very handy. Then we have I got the gloss, and this is the wipe-on gloss clear coat, which should match pretty well to the factory. And then this is the clear catalyst. So I have read some of the instructions, and it's basically 8 parts of your clear, 1 part of catalyst, and we are going to have to shake all of these things up. Now that we see what comes in the kit, let's see what it's going to take to get this onto my truck. Hopefully this is going to be straightforward, easy, and make it look better. Hopefully. So here she is in all her glory, and yes, she is 100% filthy. She is a work truck and gets used just like that. But this hood, as I'm showing you now, you can see where the sun has actually just deteriorated the clear coat. And what I am hoping is this product will help us just make it look a little better, and I think it will. Okay, so we have to read the instructions, and the first is always wear appropriate PPE or personal protective equipment. For best results, do in a well-ventilated outside, 50 degree to 77 degree, and currently it's 75, so we're on the hot side, but not quite 110 yet, so we're okay there. We need to make sure that the surface is cool, which is why I parked the front end of this thing in the only shade I could find around the house. So it is cool to the touch, actually feels nice, which means that it won't just be singed and burnt on. We need to wash the surface with pre-cleaner and water using light-duty gray pads, removing as much loose scale, dirt, grit, oxidation as possible. Then we will rinse thoroughly, let dry. Then we use the wax grease remover. We put it on one rag, wipe, then while drying with another clean dry rag before applying the clear coat. So basically what we have to do is give this a good old-fashioned wash first, use the Scotch-Brite pads to make sure that it's going to allow the clear coat product to stick. And then we will use the degreaser on it to make sure that it is prepped and ready to go once it has dried, obviously, from the initial wash. Once that has done, we buff off the degreaser and we can apply the clear coat. All right, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. It makes sense in my head to me. I'm thinking that this project will not be terrible and will make a huge difference. Let's go ahead and wash it and see where we get there. All right, first things first, let's get her wet. All right, so two things I've noticed. One is that the truck is higher than I realized, so I'm gonna have to get a little step ladder when I'm doing this. And two, it's so much easier to take some Dawn liquid detergent, put it in a bottle and spray this on while I use a mitt just to wash it off. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do here. All right, so I did a prelim wash and now I'm going to use soapy water right here with the Scotch-Brite and try to get everything off of there. It is getting much cleaner. We'll see how it's going to look once it gets cleared. But first thing, Scotch-Brite this whole hood. Oh yeah. It's amazing. You can feel where the clear coat is, where the clear coat's not. So this is going to make a big difference. Now, I'm not a paint and body guy, so if I am not doing this right, somebody will let me know, because that's what the internet is for. Pretty much just to tell me when I'm doing something right or wrong. All right, Scotch-Brite is done. Let's rinse this baby off. My hand is all green. All right, now we get to hurry up and wait because we have to let this dry before we can go ahead and do all the degreasing. So we're gonna let this dry and then I will show you what it looks like in the middle process. So this is what we're seeing after we have washed it thoroughly and then used the Scotch-Brite pad on there just to rough it up. And you can see that it is definitely duller, but it is clean now. And no, that is not the cloud in the sky reflecting off of there. That is actually just where the clear coat has worn off. So that's kind of what we're looking to fix up, make look a little bit better. All right, we have to go to the next step, which is to apply the degreaser. All right, I've got some rags and I've got the degreaser. I'm gonna wipe it on and then wipe it off. That's what it says to do. Now I'm just going to buff it with this one just to make sure that there is nothing left. There are so many little scratches, dings. Doesn't matter. Let's just get this thing ready. So that's super easy. You just rub it on, rub it off. Now, I am going to take a little bit of precaution here, and I'm going to mask and put some paper down, so I'm only doing the hood. I don't want to get any of the clear coat on any of the other parts because it doesn't need it. So I'm going to go ahead and mask this off, and then we will prepare, which is 8 parts of the clear coat, 1 part of the catalyst, and we can then apply that to the truck. Let that sit for about 24 hours, and it should be cured. Now, they do say in this kit that you can apply multiple coats of it, so we'll see after 1 coat how it looks. If it looks good, I'll leave it alone. If it doesn't look good, we'll apply another. All right guys, the truck is prepped and we're ready to go. I have an applicator that I actually sprayed off with compressed air just to make sure that all the fibers and everything were off of that. That's one of the things they recommend in the instructions. I also have the clear coat, which we are going to mix 8 parts of the clear coat to 1 part of the catalyst. So I'm going to go ahead and mix that, and I've got this lovely Cool Whip container. Now this is an original from 1987. Now I really don't know what year it is, but anyway, this is going to be great because it's sacrificial. I put it in here, I use it, and I'm done. I've also got some gloves because, well, if you've ever worked with liquid clear coat, you know that it will hurt your hands if you get it on there and let it sit. So I am definitely going to put on a pair of these. Now, there are going to be people in here that do paint and body work that do this a lot better than I do. But this is an actual representation of somebody doing it at home that really has not a whole lot of experience with paint and body. I guess none. I don't do paint and body at all. I work on these cars a little bit, but that's about all. And I don't really need a lot because I'm only doing the hood. It does say shake well. We're definitely going to do that. Let's get this open. All right, don't make fun of me for my measuring. This is how I'm doing it. It is just going to work for me. 1, and of course there is a hole in it, which I will plug up now. 2, which is all I need. And then we need catalyst. I'm not sure if that needed to be shaken as well, but let's hope so. I'm sure it's got a little pull tab. 100% has a pull tab. Okay. And now this is 1 part, so if I put 2 of these, that is 1/4 of what's in here. Perfect. That goes in. Let's put that right there. We can now mix this. It is a very watery situation we have going on here. I feel like that is good. Now, my friends, it is time to apply this to the truck. Now, I don't know what's the best way to do this, but I'm going to try it the best that I can. How about that? I feel like saturating the pad is the best way. Shit, I don't know. Let's just go with it. Okay, saturating the pad was probably not the best way to do this. Probably because I got some definite runnage. But just continue working with it, right? Definitely want good coverage, so. All right, maybe you do want saturated pad. And then just keep doing it until it's, those rough spots make me nervous. Fudge. You definitely don't want those little things on there. Well, let's just keep. At a certain point, you just got to go with it, you know? I do feel if you work with the product enough, it probably gets easier to use. All right, so it's the second day. I obviously changed. That's probably a good thing. Let's take a look at what the hood looks like now. Now, mind you that this is after 1 coat of the product. I think that it's going to need at least 2, possibly 3. You can tell that it made a big difference. It does look a lot richer, and the parts that did not have any clear coat now have some. However, the parts that did not have clear coat really showed that they had no clear coat. You can see some streaking, hence why I think that it's going to require a second coat. All right, guys, so my final thoughts are this. If you are looking for this product and to do a full truck, this is a great value. If you're looking to do just like a hood like I am, I would have probably have gone with one of the 4K spray paint cans and just did it that way. It would have been quicker, simpler, and easier. If I was doing the whole truck with this, or for what it's really useful for is a truck that is rusted and has that patina that you want to encapsulate, that's where this product really stands out. It's a good product. It does what it's supposed to, but just remember, you need to look at what your needs are and the benefits of each one of these products. All right, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It give you a little insight into Poppy's Patina. It's a great product. It works really well. I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat on there just to make sure that it's truly encapsulated. All right, guys, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. We'll catch you next time.